It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Patriots leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Patriots and the Texans under the lights on Thursday night.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pierce. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he gets this to Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46, here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the end. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is brought in at the 21. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Patriots at 7-8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Desmond King making the tackle. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the 1st quarter here tonight.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Back to throw now on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He completes it to Henry. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6. That's the end of the first.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 2. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backup?
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the... There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble to get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stroud to throw it. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man, that's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle, here's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jonathan Grenard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Now a 2nd and 10. Option right, here's Stroud. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, fighting off the defender. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, here's Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud working out of the gun. This will be caught once again by Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Final play of the half, Stroud. Looking deep here from Mechie. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And bulldozing his way through. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out.
He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Completes this one to Thornton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now out comes Houston. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing now is Stroud. Quick slant to Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Now Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Stroud. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Tressway now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defensive.
He got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. First down, they go right back to Pierce. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw it. Right side completes and Mechie. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And Stroud now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Robinson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Houston's offense taking over again. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Give to Pierce. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A give left side to Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Douglas. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First and 10, it's Pierce. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Stroud on third down now. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Robinson up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down 17-14, a minute 51 on the clock. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. This will be caught by Brown.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On the touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Stroud. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw with Stroud. That is incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it down to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for New England, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with one game remaining. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, their slim playoff hopes now about dead as they fall to 7-9 on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.